Holy crap. Holy crap, what time is it? Oh my god, I'm late. I'm late for nothing, because I don't have anything to do today. I wake up whenever I want, dude. Boom. Get that shit out there. Alright, yeah, I should probably get up. There's probably stuff today. Today, the general plan is, well, first off, the plan might change because I can do whatever I want. Alright? And that's the fact of the matter. But first off, there's a city about an hour south, just down the Mississippi River. Currently, I'm in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Alright, that's where I traveled to after Memphis. I had a nice dinner. It was fantastic. There was a nice little riverboat casino that I just parked in front of, watched, enjoyed, and had a beer. Okay? What I think is where I want to go is an hour south. Is an extremely historical town called Natchez, Mississippi. And apparently it's very beautiful with a lot of beautiful homes, and just gonna absorb it, take it in. Maybe I'll make some friends there. Maybe I'll make some friends. Okay, but anyways, let's go. All right. Just got out the Circle K. And I was like, when in Mississippi, how am I gonna fuel my day? And I thought nothing better when you're in the deep south to get a red, white, and blue white monster. God bless America. Organic freedom, baby. Let's ride. Look at this motherfucking cloud, dude. That motherfucker is like a fucking dinosaur, maybe? A dodo bird? Yoshi motherfucking ass cloud, bitch. Get this shit out of here. Bye-bye. Chocolate milk review. Here I am in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I just went to the grocery store and I got the best choice, chocolate milk. They're telling me it's the best choice and it was the only choice there, so that doesn't really tell me much. But anyways, let's try this motherfucker. Okay, interesting. Best choice chocolate milk. It's more of a milk than it is a chocolate milk. I am sweating. I just came out of the Planet Fitness. What do I mean by that? You definitely take the lactose flavor that you typically have in dairy products, and the aftertaste is just a beautiful chocolate, right? So this is very fundamental, right? Is it the best choice? Well, it was the only choice, but honestly, not disappointed, not blown away. This is an extremely average chocolate milk, which is good. And for average me, I'll probably put it at a 6.5, and that's not bad by any means. Best choice chocolate milk. Vicksburg, Mississippi. Motorcycle gang. Old people on motorcycles. Welcome to historic Natchez on the Mississippi, baby. Beautiful, beautiful little town here. All right. Rate the fit. Rate the fit. Rate the fit. Higher. Higher. At least a 9. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Google Maps is like, all right, let's walk to the historical downtown. Just go right this way. There'll be a nice sidewalk. Hey, that's the highway. That's the fucking highway, Google. And we'll run on it. All right, let's get it done. I mean, this better be worth it. This better be worth it. You the man, man. Thanks, brother. Yes, sir. I mean, come on. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. That was the best tasting water I've ever had in my life. The secret ingredient is love and kindness. Morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Oh, it's my first time here. I'm just kind of passing through.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
If I'm trying to get like a cuisine that you think would be hard to get somewhere else, that you think, how do you say the Natchez?
Natchez?
Natchez, that Natchez does better everywhere else. What do you think?
Okay. Down the hill here,
Mm-hmm.
they got 2-3 restaurants down there.
What should I order?
They say they got that good pasta.
Good pasta?
You eat pasta?
I love pasta.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then we got Pearl Street pasta too, but they said that never crashed.
You guys born here?
No, I'm born in New Orleans.
Born in New
My
Orleans.
sister Katrina, my mother from here.
Oh,
So I
wonderful.
brought her back
Wonderful.
to Katrina.
I'm up
Yeah.
from
Oh, from
Memphis, Tennessee. I've been here in Natchez for about 2 years.
2 years now?
You like it?
Oh man, that's when name went back.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Maybe I'll move here. Who knows?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I got horse, so I got 2 horses I'm raising.
Got all kind of good restaurants.
Well, perfect.
Pretty nice, man.
What'd you say your name was?
Mine's Earl.
Earl.
I'm Earl.
2 Earls?
Earl,
You
yes,
kidding me?
sir. Yes, sir.
You guys are playing a joke on
Ah,
me. That's
no,
crazy.
2 old friends.
That's right. My name's Avery. You guys have a good day.
All right, you too.
Take care. Take care. All right, this is absolutely hilarious. Over there, we have one of the most historic cemeteries in the United States. And over here, you have a singular gas pump. Just drilling that shit out the ground. That is fucking hilarious. It's the only one I see. That's a side hustle. That's what that is. That ain't someone's main gig. That oil pump is someone's side hustle. And you gotta respect it. Hilarious. Natchez, Mississippi. This is one of the oldest towns in the entire South. It was founded in 1716 in the US. That is extremely, extremely old, right? Because for the most part, this is a new civilization. And what I love doing is when exploring a new state or whatever, is I like to go where the locals go for like a weekend trip or tourism. And the history of Natchez is actually extremely interesting, and I want to talk to you about that really quick. Natchez was originally a settlement of Native Americans, the Natchez people. So before the 1700s, for probably hundreds and hundreds of years, the Natchez people were one of the most prominent and advanced Native American civilizations in the entire country, right? And me and them have one thing in common, right? We both worship the Sun King, right? The Almighty. Show me mercy, man. You know I got you. My guy right there, the Sun King. It was originally colonized by, yes, you guessed it, the French. The French came in and were like, hey, Natchez people, let's be friends, right? And by that, they mean, give me your land and I'm gonna kill you and I will never see you again. And so that's what they did. You know, of course, they always try to be peaceful, but very quickly, it gets nasty. So after that, they were like, you know, we gotta make things right, you know? And so what did they do? They got into cotton and was one of the biggest beneficiaries of the cotton boom in the early 1800s. And if you know anything about the cotton boom, you know that there was a lot of slaves. And so this place, Natchez, was not only making a lot of money on cotton, but a lot of money on slaves. They sold a lot of slaves here. So they didn't really learn any lesson by being mean to the Native Americans. They also did a little bit of the other types of racism. So, you know, kind of a dark past, to be honest. And then, of course, once the Civil War happened, most of the South was completely disrupted economically because they lost that, as they should. And most of the towns that had these beautiful buildings and mansions that were built by the wealthy people who benefited off of the cotton boom, in most southern towns, they were burned down and they aren't here anymore. Natchez was one of the few places where these buildings, they didn't get burned down. So that's very interesting. So after the cotton boom ended, after the Civil War, it's just kind of been a beautiful, old-timey kind of tourist hub that hasn't really boomed in economically in any other industry, but people just come here to enjoy a weekend and look at the beautiful houses, right? And I love towns like that, right? There's a deep history and a lot of it is preserved just because there's really nothing to build over, right? The attractions are just the history of it. So, Natchez, Mississippi, not bad. Alrighty, we have just made it to Magnolia Grill in Natchez, Mississippi. This is a recommendation. Apparently I should get the pasta. What type of pasta? I don't really know. I'm just gonna ask the waitress, but nonetheless, it's gonna be a food review. Big Spicy, which is what my buddy Mark told me that I should call myself as part of feedback of the first episode. Big Spicy. Just gonna see what this place got. Natchez, Mississippi, Magnolia Grill. How are you? Good.
Want to dine in with us?
Yep, just one. Starting off with a sweet tea. Pretty good. You can't miss.
For your patience, appreciate it.
Of course. No worries. Doing all right. How are you?
Thank you for asking. Have you taken care of it?
You say your name was what?
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Wonderful, Rhonda. I could use your help. I'm just passing through and trying to get something delicious, of course.
Absolutely.
I was recommended. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. What do you think would be like a good representation of like local cuisine? I was told by somebody the pasta.
Pasta is very good.
Yeah.
My choice, give it off to you all.
Yeah.
I would say the shrimp and grits.
Okay.
That's one thing I've never had a complaint on.
Okay.
Always super good.
Yeah.
Kind of depends on the shrimp food.
Let's do it. Shrimp and grits.
You'll be very pleased with it.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Magnolia Grill, we got the shrimp and grits with the side of asparagus, right? This is about as southern as you can get. Grits is basically cornmeal that you kind of cook in boiled water, and it creates this nice little fluffy cake a little bit, but it's made of cornmeal, so it's more starchy. And then shrimp, everyone knows what shrimp is. Shrimp and grits, this is a deep southern specialty. This one looks pretty unique because they added a nice little oily sauce on top, which I think is, you know, part of the influence of New Orleans, which this is about an hour away from, so you're gonna have a lot of New Orleans cuisine here. All right, let's take a bite here. Let's take a bite here. I'm gonna go half a shrimp, a little bit of sauce. Let's give this a bite. Wow, the shrimp you can tell is extremely fresh, right? This is a taste of shrimp that you know it came from the Gulf, and that you can only get in this region, really. As I said, close nearby. The grits, they absolutely do their job. They're decently above average, and the sauce kind of brings it together. It is like a nice little Cajun cream sauce. Awesome, dude. This is gonna be awesome. Great recommendation. I bet you didn't know, shrimp is actually the highest density protein, or one of the highest density protein sources you can possibly have. So there's how many shrimp, right? There's about 10 shrimp here. 10 shrimp, that might run you close to 30 grams of protein is my guess. I'll have to double check that. This is Rhonda. That's my server. Thank you so much. Great recommendation. It's awesome.
So glad you're enjoying it.
Of course. And there you have it. Magnolia Grill, under the hill, Natchez, Mississippi. Bam. Excuse me? Anyone speak English?
Yes.
Yes, of course. You guys, where are you guys from?
French.
Really?
Paris.
Where you come from? Paris?
Yes, north of Paris.
North of Paris. I was in Paris like 2 months ago.
Yes, we live along the coast, French coast.
Oh, really?
DIEPPE.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. What brings you guys here? Small town in Mississippi.
Yes.
You on a tour?
Now we arrived in Nashville.
Okay.
After Memphis, now here.
Amazing.
And we go to New Orleans.
Really?
Ready?
Take care. Take care. Bye-bye. Wow. That is shocking. Honestly, I would not expect a group of French tourists to come here in size. There were a lot of them to Natchez, Mississippi, a town that most people in the US haven't even heard of, right? That just goes to show that there's so much curiosity out there and people yearning to experience new things. God bless America. Natchez, Mississippi. Thank you so much for your service. I was thinking about staying the night here, you know, maybe going to some local bars, some local saloons, and just causing chaos and meeting some people. But honestly, I'm kind of getting the urge to just go ahead and go to New Orleans, because if I get there in the morning, then I can spend the whole day there. That's just kind of what I feel like doing, and there's no rules. And I'm the master of my own destiny, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. New Orleans, baby. Rock and roll. Oh boy, what a day. Finally time to cook dinner, and I found this amazing spot right in front of the lake that is just north of New Orleans. And if you can see over there in the distance, I don't think you can from this angle, but there is a bridge that kind of goes right along the horizon, all the way as far as the eye can see. And that is the largest bridge that goes over a lake in all of the United States of America. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get to cooking. This meal's extremely simple. Rice in a bag, all reliable. We got a can opener, so finally we're gonna have these freaking green motherfucking beans. We got some shrimp, breadcrumbs. We're making fried shrimp. Come on now.
You already know what it is, you heard me? We still riding on chrome. We still pulling up, man, look.
All right, first batch. Just try one, see how this goes. Oh, he's frying. See? It all works out. Let's go 2 at a time here. See? All right, oh Lord. Starting to get dark. I have a lot more shrimp to go. This idea was way better in my head. They're frying. We just have a zillion more of these, and I'm not sure. I want to save these shrimp for later. But we'll have to probably. Oh well, here we go. You know this whole thing's missing to save the vibe of the fried shrimp kerfuffle? Disco bites. That's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. Let's go. Right here. All right, we have one load in the cold water. We have one on deck. We have one group of shrimp in the eggs that I'm going to then put in the batter. This is disgusting. This is who's letting me do this? Who put me in charge of myself? That's what I'm wondering. You know, I thought I was like 1,000 IQ to make this dinner doing fried shrimp. And I bought way too much fucking shrimp. I'm getting egg fucking everywhere. And then I'm just cooking them, and I'm not even cooking them enough, so they're basically raw. Joke's on me. All right, second batch in the outside disco Van of Doom. This one I cooked a little longer. I think it's gonna be a little more crispy. This might be a comeback story, right? This might be a comeback story of the generation. You know, it's a tale as old as time, right? Man versus fried shrimp. Oh, way overcooked the rice because I forgot about it. Oh, this is going well. Oh, this is going super well. So I think the only thing that I'm more scared of than death itself is accidentally buying a pound of shrimp, which is a shit fucking ton of shrimp. And then because your pride and your ego is too big, you can't let the shrimp go to waste. So you're gonna end up eating a pound of shrimp, which, as I said, is a shit ton of shrimp. You know, the disco light's funny. The disco light's funny. That's kind of all we can say about that. Okay, I finally got my green beans. I didn't have anywhere to put them, so I just slapped them on top of my rice. How appetizing does that look? I don't need to eat all this. I just bought the food, not thinking of portions, and I'm now going to go to bed feeling horrible. Hey, bon appetit. Bon appetit. Disco light. Kind of funny, huh? Want one? You want one? Too bad. It's mine. There's no way I finish this. There's absolutely no way. What am I gonna do with all this shrimp? Well, last of the fried shrimp. Got whatever the fuck this is. Not a great success. I'm sweaty. There's bugs in the car now. Disco light's still fucking awesome. That's the truth. Still a little bit of my beer left. We're about to have a good night. By that I mean sleepy bye. And thanks for watching the video. You know, it's about the journey, not the destination. It's about the journey, not the destination. I look insane. All right, bye-bye.